Good morning. My name's Mark Listis. I'm here from Revive My Vote. Let me tell you, it is an honor to be counted amongst these inspiring people, ideas, and projects. In the hopes of inspiring you just about as much as you've inspired me, I'm going to share a few stories with you that's going to tell you how we're going to address the two biggest issues with voting rights restoration in Virginia. First story is about a chief inspiration of Revive My Vote. This is him and his daughter. His name is Jamark. He's a loving father of a beautiful daughter. He's a community leader, and he spent much of his adult life dedicating himself to finding jobs through United Way for people in his community. Now, I was talking to Jamark the other day, and he was telling me that when he was about the age of his daughter, he decided that he wanted to be a football player. And as he got a little bit older, he decided he still wanted to be a football player because he knew it could take him to college so that he could get an education. Unfortunately, when Jamark was about 18, he was convicted of a felony. And upon conviction, he was sentenced to no jail time, but about 5 years in prison. 5 years probation. And what he didn't know at the time was he was also being convicted or sentenced to a lifetime without civic engagement. Because Jamark lives in Virginia, when he was convicted of a felony, his voting rights were stripped permanently. See, Virginia is one of 4 states left in the country that permanently disenfranchises individuals upon a felony conviction. And so no matter how deserving of the right to vote Jamark would ever be, no matter how much of a civic and community leader he would be, and he has developed into one, according to the policy of the time, he would never get his voting rights back. Virginia's had this policy for a while, and the effects have been widespread. According to most studies, there's about 450,000 disenfranchised voters in Virginia. To put that number in perspective, if that population were to vote, it would be 8.5% of Virginia's voting electorate. Unfortunately, it gets worse because this population is disproportionately made up of minorities. Estimates show that just about 1 in 5 black Virginians can't vote because of this policy. Now, my stories don't end there, and it gets a little bit better. In 2013, the Virginia executive took a bold step and created a new application process for Virginians with prior felony convictions to get their voting rights back. So individuals just like Jamark got their voting rights back. But again, we learned through Jamark, and we learned through our work with other applicants, that there were still 2 primary problems with voting rights restoration: awareness and wait time. Now, while the Virginia executive took this bold step, very few people knew that they could get their voting rights back. To help you conceptualize this, I recently went to a food distribution center as part of our outreach work with with Revive My Vote. And there I had the honor of speaking to 75 individuals. And I got to connect with these people and hear their stories. And I heard that every single one of them had either lost their right to vote or knew someone who had lost their right to vote because of a felony conviction. Now, it was 75 people. We would hope that most people would know that they get their voting rights back. But in fact, only 1 knew that they had the possibility. So with awareness levels so low, you would think that application processing would be quick. Unfortunately, again, it's not that simple, and applicants can wait up to a year just to hear the status of their application. So with these 2 big problems in mind, we thought, well, let's fix both of them. First, we're going to address the application processing time by creating a network of remote offices that will help process applications. Our goal is to get the year-long wait time down to just a month. Long wait times have two unfortunate effects. They not only discourage applicants from continuing the process, but they also discourage prospective applicants from applying. So we need to get that down. We're going to address the awareness issue by creating a unique outreach app that will not only inform, but will motivate, educate, and inspire by creating a forum which successful applicants can share their story of success with prospective applicants. It will also be a clearinghouse for voting rights information in Virginia so that all of the information that is out there on voting rights restoration is accurate. Now, we know that addressing both of these issues at the same time won't be easy. We're going to have to find the right people to help at the offices. We're going to have to find the right app developer. We're going to have to market the app. And that's why that's why I'm here to talk to you. Not only are we grateful for this opportunity, but we want you to be involved. Because after all, Knight promulgates this idea that democracy thrives when communities are informed and engaged, and you are how our community will become engaged. So if you are interested in what we do, if you believe in what we do, and I hope that you do, please reach out to us. You can find our contact information right there. I want to leave you with 4 words, though, and they are the 4 words that when I asked Jamark what getting his voting rights meant to him, and he said that it gave him hope. I hope you'll reach out to us.